Omain beye ya every yenara. Asetina beye ya every yenara. Omain beye ya every yenara. Yemba yebura ye sebeye ya every. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a Gen Z, this is a conversation that you would have less information about depending on the year that you were born. If you were born between the year 2001, 2, 3, 4, you might have little information about this story that we are going to do. Did you know Ghana used to have an airline? Did you know? A lot of Gen Zs don't know that Ghana used to have a functioning airline that has been operating for over 50 years. We had an airline, over 10, over 20, over 30, over 40 years in this country. But right now, if they ask you, what airline do you know? Ethiopia Airline, Kenya Airline, British Airline, Air Kwadwo, Qatar Airways, Emirates, KLM. This is what we know. But did you know back in the days, bro, we are part of the first few African countries where we get airline. Why am I saying this? This morning, a video was posted by Sika Official. Somebody just did roam about. He just did gallivant in one bush, right? Where he sees them pack some flights. He even thought, some foreigners can they do some excursion or something. He walked closer only to find out that the Ghana Airways, our flight, has been packed there. It turns somebody in humble abode. It turns somebody in bedroom. It has become an habitat for scrap dealers. Charlie, what they there, bro? Airline. National airline. The name was Ghana Airways. It collapsed in 2005. After 2005, then another one came. Ghana International Airways. Something. There was an airline that was coming to revive the old one and far. Even in 2018, then our government wanted to sign a contract with Egypt Air to revive the Ghana Air. The airline that we used to have. Ghana used to have an airline where they travel go US. US or New York or Mewa. I'm expressing brother, let me see you put well. They will get airline they go New York. We had airline that used to go to London, bro. Near DC-10, any VC-10. The VC-10 airline, you can do research. Near friend Akpeteshi. You know why? If you take Akpeteshi, immediately now you go be drunk. And that airline was packing yane too. So Ghanaians used to call that VC-10 as Akpeteshi. That be the flight that we had. When it functioned very well, people they use travel and things, they go, bro. It got to a time 2005, this airline collapsed. The airline collapsed because of one. It's reported that one, political interference. That maybe reason no be am be frame am court 2004 na me ni ho mesrem me key details. 1, mismanagement. 2, political interference. And 3, operational inefficiencies. These be reasons why we get airline for this country. It just collapsed just like that. Somewhere in 2004, this flight that they go US government banned the flight. Because the license they will use operate, we no renew one. And also because of safety reasons. In the flights, and not mostly there be, you use aircraft it is outmoded. So we are supposed to update it. We no do them. And the license expire. So US banned Ghana Airways from flying to the US. And chair and an airline liquidity, a very big liquidity. Liquid, solid became liquid. We never heard anything about the airline again. And then somebody go bush, they go ease himself. You see airline park. Airline. Bro, I seen the video. I'm like, bro, me mind Ghana. This airline was formed in 1958. After we gained independence, and the airline we buy. There's a video where this airline, they fly, they come. Now we can't even brag about airline. We channel our attention to to road. Nothing. Channel attention to railway. Nothing. Just everything that we put our heart and our soul into, it never they work. Everything we channel our. Look at other African countries, bro. Look at other African. Kenya Airways. One of the airlines where they boost the economy of Kenya. Main person Ethiopia Airline. Do you know Ethiopia Airline is the largest airline company, the 4th largest airline company in the whole world? Ethiopia Airlines, it was founded by their president. their Bob Marley boy, Hill Selassie. That be when they found the Ethiopian Airlines, the pride of Africa. That is what they have been using to boost the country every single time. Ethiopia, if you go to their country, they have airlines. They travel everywhere. Something where they boost the economy, they create jobs. And you see, when it happens like that, you set up, when you come to Ghana, you go to Ghana port, we have Ethiopian Airlines there. So they create jobs not only in their country, but in other countries, because they sign every bilateral. Bilateral nature say, bilateral. We are two lateral. You have signed it everywhere. But be airline, near Parky airline. The airline collapsing will be my problem. But where the airline or how the airline has been abandoned, it being they pain me. How it has brought we won. You bet people they are a tourist attraction. If you go to Abri Gardens, there's an helicopter that's been parked there. See, SAU Gordon Gorgeous Bed. It is a tourist attraction. So that the Gen Zs who were born in 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5 will know that we used to have an airline. Who it will bush me. Scrap dealers come out the front, some people come out the back. It's just they pay me. How do we abandon airline? They go left from there. And this airline, we can even give it to universities. That's study engineering. We can give it to KNUST. They do aerospace engineering. Normally, they are practicals. Practicals. Yet me check and tank out. No, I'm rebranding. No, we can give it to these big universities. Just use it. Regional Maritime, faculty, let them use it for something. 20 years from 2005 that the airline collapsed because of political interference, misappropriation. We see media go, me never go brow. Yes, to me through airline air hostess 500. Air hostess are more than the passengers. Ask your uncles who traveled, who left the country as early as 2000s there or 9, bro. As a 1990s there, this be like when most of our uncles that traveled outside the country before 2000, ask them the airline they use. Ghana Airways. Because it be our airlines, cheap money. Right now, if you have to fly, you have to go and check Ethiopia, you have to get KLM, you have to go and check. Yenye country, do your airport, yenye flight be new. We don't have any flight there. Uko terminal 3. Yenye flight be new. Ethiopia Airlines near the other never. Ube local flight terminal 2 hour. Any passion omonomu local and omomu do terminal 3 like we finished terminal 3 fully finished 2018 thereabout. We how yenya road yenya railway painful thing is we have Ghana road and railway minister, we have aviation chair board so, bro, some things that we collapsing, I don't have problem with the collapse, no. But how we handle the flight after a collapse? A country that signed bilateral agreement with 65 countries. It is reported that we used to travel to 65 countries back in the days. Jamaica. But now see, we have nothing to brag about. Now generations will come. Do you know your country used to have an airline? Where is it that is parked in the bush? Somebody take 10 in bedroom. Give it out. Misappropriation and mismanagement. We don't know how to manage anything. We have been able to grow facilities safe. We can manage it. Airline a bit more manage. Almost every African country now get airline. Air Congo, Air Cote d'Ivoire, Air Mauritius, Togo gets some airline. Bro, Airbnb. Yeah, the Airbnb penny. Airbnb save no be one own. Yeah, the Akai Airtel Tigo. Airtel Tigo penaka or mind we don't have anything that goes in the air. Etonam, Ewenam, Esinam, penaka yen. Nothing.
You get away.
Ewe. Fancy, and yeah, away. Nothing. I seen the video. I'm like, because me when I was born then the airline day. I remember. Well, you know when they bomb me? I didn't bomb me there. Ghana Airways the work. Share. Before they go change the currency, not me new. Because I've heard Ghana Airways before, right? During Kwadwo in time. Now me say Ghana Airways. If you watch the news, so the president and the people are flying this. You didn't hear from 2000. Tell them say Ghana and Kasande. From 2006, you change currency. You go from 2000 and we ban there. You have missed out on a lot of things. The last big thing that we do in this country as Ghana became 208 AFCON. If you you can check. The last big thing that Ghana do where we boast of say again, hey, can 208 asa African games 165 million US dollars they see one yenzu yen win it can 208 here semi-finals and that is the last big thing that we've been able to proud into here from that time banned there Ghana cry you don't know things that we have achieved. You were born into an era where you cut tournament cry you win it back then 2006 bro any you packing your machine bush a national asset. Odienka saying po ode first university be no mun tutu seat no mfanye bibi body no mun fanye bibi restaurant ode bie mu no be fanye restaurant pray bro oko is it State House or somewhere like that. We have Ayalolo buses park there plenty. So Poland be che train you see a fear fixie up to date. Have you heard anything about that? Asa you know them fix them when it was fixed to use. You fix now when if you go to the voter register, in Pakadan railway is your qua. Say yen fat training fast wa yen fan man microphone on nante sunko. I don't we have the one of the worst roads. Railway week. The last time someone texted me, Scanty Explores, I go profile one of our train before. Somebody texted me one of the trains have now then pack them. And when we profiled the train, as we sit inside, we had people in the comment asking us, how do we even classify this as a train? Bro, if you sit the train inside, we get in this country where it function, it be sad. Baby, you see a VIP will train, it be sad. The train that we have that is functioning in this country, bro, they are train on a normal train, they make noise. But if you go to advanced countries, right, train if you pass through people, they are yard, and you don't really disturb self like that. You get train auto tune. Break no a cheap break area in now also. When we sat inside the train, I'm like, wow, bro, bro, we don't even know how to manage anything, any management. The mistakes are what Chagana for the important one. Car fry the friend at Peteshi. And then Adani drying. Sometimes if our ancestors wake up with them, the big sis, if they wake up, they can't see some of the things with the blood like bro. How? As a country. Miss Ethiopia. Go to Ethiopia and see. When I visited Ethiopia airport, Miss airport no swan kasana be Ethiopia airline. Ethiopia there, I'll bring them up because one way or the other, they are at a location where they favor them, where they find themselves, more Eastern Africa. Asia, they are closer to everywhere. So one way or the other, about 40% of people that travel transit through Ethiopia. Most people when they want to do transit in let me say Africa, they are our main point of transit. And yet Kenya, Ethiopia, because on flight the BAB, they have signed the everywhere. You go India, Ethiopia airline, they have signed contract with them, so they have workers there. Trotro mates near war. Hey, ABB na ABB and Trotro mates is on the same level with Airways. It is something that has done something, bro. Something and ABB and Trotro mates can go boot for boot because the Trotro mates top eye, mommy. Airways the amount drink is just advanced conversation. Oh, me in Ghana. There shall be well. We are now waiting, hoping that Ghana can revive our airline again. But as I sit here, looking at how things they go, attempts that they have tried to make, I'm not sure it's going to work. Even if it go work safe, it's going to take a long time. Because the basis will be road safe. Cars that are not road worthy are driving on the worthy roads. Already the road safe will be worthy to contain the road worthy cars. No? Now how much more air? Helicopter mpon yes in the air or fort near the other. Helicopter emergency but because emergency landing. The propellers you build all the things for the forest there. The helicopter and propellers, you know. He enter the place, two shafts are really dreading free. How, bro? Well, let us know what you think, right? But Gen Z, if one day you have less information, but what I've told you, you can check and see. Me say Ethiopia for me, Ethiopia airline, Haile Selassie, woo. But they are still healing Selassie with the airline in 2025. The whole world, the fourth largest airline, Ethiopia airline, the whole world. The fourth, what we are seeing now is an African country, Ghana. We were part of the first 10 or 5 African countries to get an airline. Ewubushimu. Let us know what you think in the comment section. My name is Eiii. This episode they are doing with the big sis. I mean be an ye big sis for Monsori meju. Monsori. Come and see. Come in Kuruma where you day, bro. Let's bath and enjoy ourselves, right? The big sis, if you get a chance to come back, make sure you are getting yourself some geisha. My name is Eiii. Buy 3 and then get 1 for free. This is the bro. This soap we dey trust them since the airline be. Growing up, this be the soap we all know. Every soap be geisha. If you don't know what they tell you, tell me. Every soap be geisha. Buy some for your family members, your loved ones. Celebrate, be part of the geisha big value promo. My name is Eiii. We'll see you another episode.